It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is on Jack Prince, who played Rafe Hollister on the show, and how he had the chance to become a regular member on the Andy Griffith Show. Why he turned it down, and here's why. I've already told you the story about how Rafe Hollister actor Jack Prince met Andy Griffith on Broadway, but here we go again. They became fast friends behind the scenes on the Broadway show Destry Rides Again, bonding over their considerable talents for singing, and soon Andy was asking Jack to come by his dressing room to pal around. He'd invite me for coffee, but he didn't have any cream or sugar, Prince said, according to the Andy Griffith Show fan podcast, Two Chairs, No Waiting. The first time I said I'd go get some from my dressing room, but Andy said, not for any coffee to be drunk in my dressing room. So I learned to like my coffee black, just like Andy Griffith. This compromise over coffee was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And once the Broadway show ended, the two men parted ways. Andy to his then brand new sitcom, and Jack to singing gigs he booked in Las Vegas. Andy would make a point to go see Jack perform because once he liked an actor, Andy Griffith truly became a fan. It was one of those trips to see Jack sing that Andy floated the idea of Jack doing an episode of the Andy Griffith Show. Jack said sure, as long as it worked with the singing gig schedule. Andy was amenable to that. In 1961, Jack appeared as the moonshiner Ben Sewell in the first season episode, Alcohol and Old Lace. Now, by this point, Jack and Andy had become the kind of friends who repaid each other's visits, so it was Jack's turn to drop in on Andy. Coming by the set unannounced, Jack surprised Andy, and Andy surprised Jack by asking if he wanted to guest star in that week's episode, resulting in Prince's second appearance on the show as Luke Rainier in The Inspector. Now, that second episode Jack did led to another on-set friendship, this time with the Andy Griffith Show director Bob Sweeney. Curious about Prince's Las Vegas show, Sweeney decided to make a trip and see Jack on his own turf. Afterwards, Sweeney found Jack and gushed, "Jack, I had no idea you could sing like that. We've got to use your singing in an episode." This laid the groundwork for the introduction of Rafe Hollister in season 2 episode, Sheriff Barney, which led to Prince's final grand appearance on the show, finally belting out a tune in the third season episode, Rafe Hollister Sings. Although Sweeney by that time had moved on from the Andy Griffith Show, Prince maintained a lasting fondness for the director who pushed for him to sing on national TV. "Bob spoiled me," Prince said. "He was good. We had a great rapport. I could read his face and he could read mine, and I would never work for a director that I hadn't that much affection for again." On the Andy Griffith Show, Prince appeared in 6 episodes, only 3 times as Farmer Rafe Hollister. That's not to say the show didn't try to get him to come back to Mayberry more often. The story goes that Andy Griffith Show producers followed in the footsteps of the show's star Bob Sweeney. They went to Vegas and see Jack sing. Afterward, they approached the singer and asked him if he'd be interested in expanding the part of Rafe Hollister, becoming a regular on the show, as commonly seen as characters like Gomer, Goober, and Otis. "Nah, fellers," Prince said, "I'm a singer. When I can't sing no more, I'll see about acting." Don't go thinking that Prince lacked respect for acting, though. Watching Don Knotts in his mind was observing a master at work. "I have so much admiration for Don," Prince said. "It's hard to come to comedy and do the scene the same on every take, or make exactly the changes you're asked to make by the director. He is by far the best actor I've ever worked with." Although Prince rejected becoming a Mayberry star as Rafe Hollister, and possibly a future where he became a singing sensation with his own show like Jim Nabors as Gomer Pyle, he still became a familiar face to the fans of the show. When he reprised a song he sings in Mayberry, Lonesome Road, on the TNN talk show Nashville Now in 1991, viewers were thrilled. According to the definitive Andy Griffith Show reference, another performance he gave in the 90s during an Andy Griffith Show cast reunion at Opryland in Nashville reportedly drew a large crowd of fans. Prince never did much acting other than the Andy Griffith Show, but he remained grateful for the time he did spend in Mayberry. "The reason I left Broadway, I was a singer, not an actor," Prince said. "Unless it was something really simple or something like the Andy Griffith Show comes along, where you're working with all these talented people like Andy and Don and Bob Sweeney. The ambiance on that show was so great, such pride. Everybody on the whole crew, from the writers right down onto the lighting men, were proud of the work. And I'm proud to have been even a small part of it. I think it's the Andy Griffith Show's loss. It's a shame because I think he would have really added to it. And I'm sorry, I thought he was a great actor. I thought he did a great job on it. And it fit right in, like a hand in a glove. And but you know what? You got to do what makes you happy. And I guess singing made him happy. It seems like he could have done both, don't you think? That's just me. Anyway, it's a missed chance, missed opportunity. We'll never know. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic TV facts and trivia. If you remember the TV show Taxi with Reverend Jim and Lotka and all them, well, where are they now? Another where are they now over there? It's Taxi, 45 years after their debut. So you want to check that out. Please subscribe. Classic rock, country music facts and trivia, and Beverly Hillbillies facts and trivia will be back tomorrow. Faith Entertainment Channel will be recommending a movie today. If you have not seen this movie, you need to. The trailer's over there. It's called God's Not Dead. Really good movie. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, though. I will be back tomorrow with something else that's really good. You guys have a great day. God bless. I'm praying for you.